if I could pick one song for my whole life that would be my theme song, it would be that song. I don't even know the name of it. It's in all those period horseback riding movies where there's a guy riding, you know, in a kilt or something on the back of a horse, just into battle going,
that song is called "Oh Fortuna."
Yes.
And we're playing it right now.
Oh, fantastic.
You can't hear it. It's supposed to be up in the studio right now, but you can't hear it.
I can hear it in my soul at all times. And by the way, little inside baseball, I actually knew the name of that when I made that joke, and I always knew the name of that joke, but so many people didn't that you sometimes as a comedian play the part of the audience member.
Yeah.
So if you come out, because if I come out and go, there's a song called "Oh Fortuna" from Carmina Burana by Carl Orff. You guys all know this. They're like, elitist, snob, jerk, we hate you. And so it's best to just play dumb occasionally. Most of the time not, though, and especially if you're talking about head of your project. But I appreciate you bringing me on with the proper, It
makes you want to run through a brick wall.
Absolutely. Or release your Rottweilers onto a poor priest walking through a park in New York. Because that's most of the time when you hear that song, it's, you know, it's some devil child is staring from the bushes.
Slow-mo.
As these loping dogs with saliva flopping out of their face attack a poor helpless priest who was just trying to warn everybody. He was just trying to warn everybody.
About the devil child.
Yeah.
It's just,
my goodness. God, where are we? Where have we gone?
We're with Hal Sparks. How are you?
Oh, yeah, he's playing Vegas. That's right.
That's right. And this is what happens whenever you turn me loose on television. This is not their fault. This happens all the time. So there you go. There's plenty of information.
And you're performing at the Laugh Factory this weekend?
I am. 2 shows a night, tonight, tomorrow night, and Sunday night. Yeah.
Crazy man.
Well.
And you go back and forth from LA to Vegas. Do you live
That's
here?
true. I live in both places, and I've been in China 4 times this month, too. So I really it's a very weird time to be me. I don't know quite where home is these days.
I can tell if that's a joke.
It's true. It is true. Yeah. I'm doing a show. I love living in a position where most people don't know if I'm joking all the time. It's a little rough when you get pulled over, you know, by a police officer. And
you're like, this isn't funny.
Like, son, are you joking with me right now? Like, no.
Well, speaking of home, I saw you on HGTV, and I know you're really into feng shui.
It's true.
So how are you feeling about the cameras and everything in our studio right now?
Well, I mean, you got a lot of operating space. You know, there is no true north in this place, though, so I don't know where the Fame Center is, except I guess where I am. And it's all blue, so you better be, I don't know who runs the place, but you better be all aqua signs in that regard, because there's almost no fire. Like, there's only the red here. That's it, which is the Fame color, and the rest of it's all water and steel. So it can be rough. I'm just saying. I could help you.
We can work on the feng shui.
I'll come in on a weekend. We'll fix it.
Well, you're hired.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk. You do live in Vegas. Do you have any Vegas guilty pleasures? What do you like to do?
Well, I don't believe in the concept of guilty pleasures because I don't do anything for pleasure that would make me feel guilty, and I certainly don't think that anybody's opinions about the music or stuff I like to do has any meaning in my life. So if you're like, what 80s song is your guilty pleasure? I'm like, I don't care what you like. I'm not guilty about it. So that being said, you know, Vegas is one of those cities that I never thought I would feel at home in. It just seemed an absurdity. And I think a lot of locals and people who've moved here feel that way. You're like, well, you know what? It's actually its own. There's the Strip in that area, and then there's the town.
Yes.
And there's an interesting bifurcation that everybody, you know, I guess it's the Times Square, New York thing as well.
Yeah.
But, I mean, there's a lot to love here. And the fact that you have so many great entertainers like myself coming through at a regular basis. I mean,
everyone's telling him to rap behind the camera, and he's like,
that note,
I'm going to just
you know,
talk
I think it's important that if you're going to, folks, check out a show, I recommend me. That's right. Come to the Laugh Factory. That's right. October 6th and 7th. There you go.
Hal Sparks, everyone.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much.
You're so lucky I'm here.
Yes, we are. We will be right back.